Good afternoon, students. Welcome in our e-learning classes of Badon Model School. Students of class 8, previous video we have solved question number 4 of exercise 14.2. In this video, we will solve question number 5 of the exercise 14.2. First question. In the question number 5, there are 3 questions. In this video, we will learn how to factorize the expression when we cannot apply a minus b whole square formula or a plus b whole square formula or a square minus b square formula. So this time if any expression is given and that cannot be broken, that cannot be factorized in that by using formula a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square, a square minus b square, that type of expression we will factorize by using the process middle term factorization. Okay, so part 1, that is given 6p squared plus 6p plus 8. First of all, that both the terms are that's plus 6p and plus 8. So you can hope that we can break it by using a plus b whole square, that is a square, that is 2ab term, that is b square term. But 8 is not a perfect square term. So for solving this type of question, okay, so some steps need to be followed. First step, what sign is given here? That is plus. So plus, I am writing here that plus sign. Okay. Next, what I have given here? 8. Factorize it. Okay. So you can say, sir, it should be factored 2 and 4. In another way, it can be written 1 into 8. Another way, only these two. Okay. 2 into 4 and 1 into 8. Now, students, I have told you that sign is very much important. And what is the middle term? The middle term is 6p. Now, using plus sign and using the factor of 8, we have to match that 6. Okay. Again, I am saying by using addition. Why it is addition? Because before that term, the addition is there. So by using the factors with operation addition, we will match that 6. So if I add 1 and 8 are the factor, if I add 1 plus 8, why it is plus? Because plus is given here. 1 plus 8, that is 9. So we cannot take that factors. But if I take 2 plus 4, it is obviously 6. So in place of 6, that is p square, you can write 2 plus 4 p plus 8. Okay, I hope this step is clear. Next, p square, 2 into p, break the bracket, and 4 into p, 4p plus 8. Okay, from these two part, p into p plus 2, from these two part, plus 4, p into 2. Okay, so 4p plus 2 taken. So p plus 2 into p plus 4. Okay, p plus 2 into p plus 4. Okay, that is the factorized form, and that process is called middle term factorization or middle term factor. Okay, next sum, that is part 2. q square minus 10q plus 21. So before the constant term, what sign is there? Plus sign. So what we have to adding or subtracting to match that 10. Middle term is 10q, so we will match 10. So we use factors of 21 by using plus operation. So 21 factor, so I have written here 21, you can write 1 into 21. In another way, you can write 3 into 7. Okay, now as it is plus sign, so match 10. 1 plus 21, 22, will not take this. Okay, 3 into 7, 3 plus 7, 20, 3 plus 7, 10. So q square minus, that 10 can be written as 7 plus 3q plus 21. Now next, break the bracket. So q square minus 3q minus 7q plus 21. So q minus 3 minus 7, q minus 3. So q minus 3 is the common term. So write it down, q minus 3, and if you take q minus 3, then only remaining part is q, and from this part q minus 3, so minus 7. So q minus 3 into q minus 7, q minus 3 into q minus 7 is the factorized form of part 2, that is q square minus 10q plus 21. Okay, students? So that is the factorized form, and that process is called, after completing this chapter, when we completed the syllabus, then we will practice huge number of that middle term factor, and obviously I will solve this. Okay, many sums I will solve, because this is very much important for the higher education and for the also higher classes. Okay, so question number 3. Question number 3. P square plus 6p minus 16. P square p minus 16. Now match 6 by using 16. So 16 factor 2 into 8. Now one thing, students, 2 into 8 is the factor. Next 4 into 4, 4 fours of 16. Another anything is there, that is 1 into 16. 1 into 16. Now here is minus sign, so you have to use that minus operation. Now if you subtract 16 minus 1, that is 15, it is not 6. 4 minus 4, 0, that not to be taken. 8 minus 2, 6. Why I am using minus operation? Because before the constant term minus is there, that's why I have used here minus operation. So that is 8 minus 2, that is 8 minus 2. So p square plus 8 into p, 8p, minus 2 into p, minus 2p, minus 16. Now from the first two term, p is the common term, so p plus 8, and next two term, first of all, both the terms are negative, so you can take common minus as well as minus 2, because 16 has a factor 2, that's why you can take minus 2. So that is p plus 8. Now in this term, there is p plus 8, p plus 8. After taking p plus 8 as common term, from the first part, only left part is p, and this part is minus 2. So p plus 8 and p minus 2 is the factorized form of p square plus 6p minus 16. That is the part 3 of question number 5. I hope that middle term factor you have understood. If you have any problem regarding this middle term factor, and after completing the syllabus, I will make you practice so many middle term factor, because this is very much important and very much necessary for the higher class. Okay, student, thank you, bye.